With nearly 2 months until the much anticipated Trump inauguration, the world is holding its breath, almost forgetting to breathe. Biden is keeping America in the grips of tension over provoking Russia. It has now been reported that the U.S. is sending an additional 725 mil worth of weapons to Ukraine that includes more landmines. While it has been rumored that Zelensky wants a ceasefire, no such deal has been struck. That's why American citizens are hoping that the understanding and patience of Putin doesn't run short prior to the change of guard. But yet, Newsweek published an article on November 27th detailing cities that could be victims of a nuclear exchange should the worst happen. They did this in light of Putin lowering his country's nuclear threshold. Some of these cities were mentioned years ago by Dmitry Duduman. Which ones are they? I'll tell you that and more. But first, comment, like, subscribe, and share these videos. Please check that all notifications on the bell are still clicked so you don't miss an upload. The scenario presented by Newsweek is more than a possibility. It is a future moment anticipated by prophecy and the visions of many people from our time. This moment is referred to as Red Dawn or the Ezekiel 38 war that takes place in the last days. Humans naturally ponder what this may look like and which places would be targeted. It should be noted that there are commonalities in war that we can identify from the get-go. History tells us what to basically expect amid the first blush of ambush. Number 1, shock factor. Pearl Harbor and 9/11 were highly successful because of this key element. 2, take out, take over, and jam communication. Number 3, cut the lights. Number 4, counter their defense and hit missile silos. Number 5, secure all modes of transportation from air to land to water. So, what cities did Newsweek pick? First up, Washington, D.C. This strike would likely include the Pentagon and Capitol Hill in the perimeter. With flying weapons able to reach final destinations in mere minutes, America would be left without a clear chain of command. Confirmation codes and defense strategies could be lost in the first critical moments starting here. An estimated 1.6 million would leave us on impact, and 2 million more would sustain injuries upon detonation. Communication would already have been paralyzed, preventing anyone from alerting the rest of America they are under attack. New York City. Surely a valuable port for the Navy, trade, and economy, this city would be an easy pick by onlookers. We would lose the Empire State Building, the 9/11 Memorial, the Brooklyn Bridge, and the Statue of Liberty. Human loss estimates that 24 million people would be in the full blast range. Of those, 5.5 mil would be lost instantly. Los Angeles, California. The Hollywood sign, Universal Studios of Hollywood, and the Hollywood Walk of Fame would stand no chance against this port city attack. Additionally, major fault lines could be agitated, affecting states as far north as Washington state. Of the 12 million in the full blast range, an estimated 4 million would instantly perish. Chicago, Illinois. Pollution of the Chicago River and the Great Lakes would be unavoidable, as well as a possible upset of the New Madrid fault line. It is reported that approximately 7.6 million people are in the city at any given time within the full blast range. Houston, Texas. This major port city would only be a slightly appealing target because a leg of NASA resides within. An attack here could severely affect railway and air travel. The fallout would make contact with the Gulf of Mexico with certainty, thereby making its way through the jet stream to Europe. Of the 5.4 million said to be in the full blast range, 1.2 million would leave us right away. Our family on the outer edge would have to take iodide and plan an escape. Phoenix, Arizona. Maybe you can help me out with this one as to why it would even be a place of interest to send such an expensive piece of artillery hurling in that direction. Other than the 161st Air Force Refueling Wing and Luke Air Force Base, I can't see much of an advantage strategically on this one, but in the event that it did, Phoenix, Arizona would lose 972,000 people the moment of strike. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Currently home to the Liberty Bell and Museum of the American Revolution, in the simulated detonation, a little over 1.6 million lives have vaporized. More would follow. San Antonio, Texas. The Alamo and the Riverwalk would vanish, along with an estimated 762,000 people. San Diego, California. The Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve and Cabrillo National Monument would be wiped away in the ashes of nearly a million people. Dallas, Texas. The site of the Kennedy assassination and George W. Bush Presidential Library would stand helpless in a sea of traffic unable to withstand the onslaught ready to take about a million souls away. Remember, these are only computer simulated guesses of what could happen, not an absolute certainty of what cities will be chosen. Perhaps Dmitry Duduman can give us a little direction. He said that the government would be preoccupied with an internal revolution at the time, and then from the ocean they would bombard nuclear plants in America. According to Dmitry, some of the chosen areas would be California, Las Vegas, Nevada, New York City, and Florida. Why does Dmitry say they are hit? Because they have all become as Sodom and Gomorrah. What areas do you believe would be of the most interest? There is no doubt that we are living in the unfolding pages of biblical prophecy. What happened to us is already written down, not just to read about anymore, but to see with our own eyes somewhere in time. May God greatly bless your lives and the lives of your loved ones. I'll talk to you soon.